Hi, I'm Derek Gillette.
I'm Chris Sinclair.
So we're with Gillette and Associates, and today we're sitting at property on Chamois Place on Long Lake. And what we're going to do is we're just going to dialogue about some of the things that we really like about this property because it's extremely rare and extremely unique. And Chris was just saying that moving here from Toronto, you bought a...
Yeah, I bought a house on the ocean, but being from Toronto, I didn't know that a property like this existed. So had I known that something like this existed, I definitely would have reconsidered.
Yeah, I think one of the things that we were talking about is that at the end of the day, you come home from work, I can basically drive into my property, come down here and enjoy this southern exposure and be able to jump right into the lake. I've got a spot up at Horn Lake, and that's one of the things that I love is just being able to go to for a swim at the end of the day. So while we were walking through the property, you were pointing out some things that you like, even just down in this area. So what are some of the things that stand out for you?
Well, I love the multi-levels. As you move away from the lake, there's lots of different kind of balconies and patios, different seating areas. There's lots of nice pathways, and the landscaping is to die for.
Yeah. So, Chris, as you were saying, as you're walking kind of up this pathway, it intertwines. It's almost like Bouchard Gardens here, right? There's the different levels, the area you were talking about that had the hot tub there. It's something you obviously have to come and see, to experience.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful in here, and these pathways continue up. There's a lower kind of balcony entertaining area here with a barbecue, and it goes right into a double French door games room.
Yeah, great entertaining spot, I think, as well. Yeah. That was my best break of the 4 that we just tried, right?
That was
awesome.
A good shot.
Yeah. So one of the things that we were talking about earlier that we both like is the idea of the entertaining. You have this lower rec room, family room area, and then you've got this covered spot, that opens up, right? So this to me is where I'd be spending a ton of my time.
Yeah, and as you go down, as we mentioned before, there's lots of different patios. Some with some sun exposure and others in the shade, depending on where the sun's at during the day.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, this is tough, hey? Like, just could you imagine waking up in the morning, coming out here, having your cup of coffee, and then you're overlooking your property, just the sheer amount of work that's gone into the landscaping. I mean, you can find a house and then to try to landscape it and do that, you're gonna spend hundreds of thousands of dollars. Oh, yeah. And I mean, this is all done and done exactly the way I would do it, even, better than even my imagination. So this is one of the things I really like about it.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful. And this area here, it comes off of the kitchen, the main part of the house. On those cold mornings, there's an outdoor space heater.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
And the southern exposure, you get sunlight all day long.
Yeah, hard to beat. Yeah. This is pretty awesome. So let's go take a look at the front of the property because we're only kind of halfway through the property, and the whole front of the property is spectacular. As you said, it's still one of your favorite spots as well.
Definitely one of my favorite spots. Once you park your car, it's just you walk in and it's just serene. You're in your own kind of private oasis.
I love it. Yeah, let's do it. Finishing the tour of the house, now entering the front side of the property. One of the things that me and you both talked about is the character of the home and the style, just how it's situated on the property. The style itself is something that, again, I've been doing this for 30 years, and I just love, the character of the home itself. I mean, just the arches, the style, the colors, everything just blends itself in. It's got a really calming feel, and it's, in this, property oasis, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it is a very, very charming property. And, as I was talking about before, these pathways here, as you go up to kind of the front part of the property, you've got all these different areas, this landscaping. It probably took 30 years for this to grow in the way it has and to provide the privacy that it does. Yeah,
that was a good point, right? Because again, for us to buy a piece of land and to put this, as we talked about earlier, and to create this kind of landscaping and the way it's been situated, the time and effort that the seller took to make this happen is pretty special. Again, you're going to look for a lifetime and you're not going to find something like this, right?
No, so definitely one of a kind.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah, as we're walking up the property here, we've got the oversized garage.
Yep.
Got the, shed kind of overflow storage area. and on the other side of the garage, the parking for a small RV or
Yeah.
a boat.
Yeah, totally. The interesting thing about the garage, which I really like, is that it's independent of the house. So if you wanted to have a yoga studio, you wanted to have a workshop or anything else, you've got that. It also has our electric car charging in there as well, which is awesome. And again, you're totally private, as soon as you drive into your property. So pretty cool spot.
Yeah, that's fabulous.
Cool. Okay, thanks again for walking through the house with me.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
thank you.
And I appreciate it.